What your balance felt like.
Oh my God, I'm dangerous. Gervonta Tank Davis in impeccable shape. Gervonta Davis looks absolutely serious, the real deal, ahead of his upcoming fight that is yet to be announced. The man looks like he is already at his weight. Discipline. A disciplined Tank Davis is a dangerous Tank Davis. Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW, where I give you a look into the fighter lifestyle, before, after, and progress picks, especially when they have an upcoming fight. Listen, you guys seen the clip at the beginning. Gervonta Davis is looking jacked. He's looking absolutely dialed in as he prepares for what is likely Frank Martin. And I'm saying likely because on my channel, I don't like to clickbait y'all and lie and do all this. So I'm just waiting because, as we know in boxing, it ain't over till it's over. So I'm just waiting for the particulars. It's like I treat my channel like boxing scorecards. When they're tallying the scorecards, even if you know who won, you don't necessarily know who won because who knows what kind of funky scorecards judges come up with. Like, you know, the Richardson Hitchens Gustavo Lemos fight. That fight had one wide scorecard. I'm not mad at 115, 113 either way, but 117, 111, that's like 9 rounds. Come on. That didn't really indicate the type of fight that it was. So, you know, you could think you know who won the fight, but at the end of the day, sometimes those scorecards are a bit rough. So that's why I'm waiting on the actual official announcement from Gervonta Davis himself. I want to see it on PBC's website, get the email from PBC. We're doing a press conference. Nevertheless, Gervonta is looking ready. Now, what I really love about this is same could be said for Frank Martin. I follow both fighters. I respect both fighters. Frank Martin is absolutely dialed in as well. You can see he's already doing at least a pre-camp. He's jacked. He's brolic. He looking big. He looking like, you know, muscular. Pause. No diddy. And now you see Gervonta Davis possibly entering a fight at his leanest weight. Now, I made an Ego Weight Watchers, which is why you guys got to follow me. I am truly the best in the business, and it's not even close. I made an Ego Weight Watchers video previously, and I let you guys know that Gervonta Davis was already walking around really dangerously close to the lightweight limit. In that video, it showed that Gervonta Davis weighed 138.4. Now, I don't delete any videos off of my channel, so you guys can still find that video, or subscribe so you don't miss videos like that in the world of boxing. So being in at 138.4, the lightweight limit is 135. And with these progress pictures, it just shows that Tank is taking this absolutely serious. And who knows, he might be at the fight weight right now because he looks just dialed in and lean. Now, there were some people, right? And they believed that Gervonta Davis was too frail looking, too skinny looking. And I think that's why Gervonta Davis posted this video. And he's basically saying, y'all can shut up now. I'm too small. I'm just lean and mean and I'm ready to go. Because he don't look too small. He just look cut up and sliced up like on some Bruce Lee stuff. I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, be like water. See, if you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup, right? So I think Gervonta Davis perhaps leaked this video to show the world what he's been up to and to quiet down that chatter about him being too skinny, too frail, you know. So you see this, and that's such a casual stance. People think because you're muscular that you have power. But then you've seen guys like Timothy Bradley, who was ripped to shreds, but he didn't have more power than Pacquiao. So it's not really how it works. You also see people who don't necessarily look like a Greek god and aren't quote unquote body beautiful, but then they carry power. I mean, look at like fights like Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. Joshua's this huge 6'6" action figure build, and then he ends up losing to a man who looks like, he does mukbang food reviews or something in Andy Ruiz. So I think a lot of people, it just shows how casual they are to suggest that Tank, doesn't have power or he's too skinny. Power is something you're born with. And I think his team is smart enough and they know Tank well enough to know what type of shape to have him in for a big fight. You know what I mean? We're talking about Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny, who have been working with Tank since he was a kid. I think they know not only boxing, but they know their specific fighter and what's best for him. And it's funny that when you're the face of boxing like Gervonta Davis, you really can't win for losing. Gervonta Davis in his offseason, when he was doing certain interviews and his face was looking full and puffy, people were saying, oh, Gervonta Davis is the next Adrian Broner. Oh, Gervonta Davis, he's going to miss weight. Or when he did miss weight in the fight where he fought against Fonseca on a major card, it was the Mayweather-McGregor card. I don't know what you're thinking. Or when he had to weigh in a second time versus Gamboa in another fight that I covered, right? People badmouth Tank for this. They said he's not disciplined. He's the next Broner. He's going to miss weight and he looks too big. He's cheeseburger Tank. And then now people are saying he's too skinny. It's just, I find it funny that the casuals and the comments they leave when the man's out of shape. And this is almost this is why I love boxing so much, because it's really a microcosm for life, right? Because I get the same, that's what haters do. When I would do videos and I wouldn't get no viewership, then people like the haters would be, ha, ego, that's why you ain't got no views on your video. But then when I made it and I started doing well for myself and turned this into a full-time gig and I started getting viewership, then they said that I cheated and I bought subs and I bought viewership. So the better you are, the greater you are. They just got to change the way that they hate. So make sure when you're striving for greatness, you continue to improve and people will change how they hate. 1 minute, I don't have enough views. Then I have too many views and they say I'm money hungry and I bought views, right? Same thing with Tank Davis. Gervonta Davis, when he's too fat or out of shape or puffy or fluffy or whatever in his offseason, they complain. When he gets shredded, then they still complain. So in life, that's why you must do you. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't try to force it. Don't try to appease. And the same thing with boxing in fight. Do not try to fight for the crowd, just like Richardson Hitchens, because if Richardson Hitchens would have got knocked out by that Lemos dude, then they'd be laughing at that and they would turn him into a meme. So always do what's right for you. So I'm proud of Tank. I've watched him come up. I've covered him for several years and I've gotten to see the progress, and this might be the best shape ever that Gervonta Davis has been in. And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not the type, you know me, I'm level-headed. So I'm not the type to just overly exaggerate in every video to clickbait y'all. This truly might be the best entering a fight that Tank has been in, like the shape-wise, So he's definitely been putting in work. Definitely looks locked and focused. Ego Weight Watchers, AKA Ew.